Airways pilot made an incredibly skillful emergency landing in the Hudson River. New Yorkers wasted no time in helping the plane's passengers get to safety. Our finest and bravest workers from the Office of Emergency Management, the Port Authority Police, the U.S. Coast Guard, ferry crews from New York Waterways and the Circle Line, EMT, and everyday citizens made split-second decisions that resulted in a dramatic rescue. And because of their efforts and the calm, steady leadership shown by the plane's pilot and crew, miraculously, all 155 people on that plane made it to safety. We saw a lot of heroism in the Hudson yesterday. Unfortunately, one of those heroes, the plane's pilot, Captain Chesley Sullenberger, couldn't be here. He is not able to speak to the media while the NTSB is conducting its investigation. Hemingway defined heroism once as grace under pressure, and I think it's fair to say that Captain Sullenberger certainly displayed that yesterday, and his brave actions have inspired millions of people in the city and millions more around the world. I have a key to the city right here. This is what it looks like for those of you that have never seen one. And I'm going to hold on to it until we have the opportunity to present it to the incredibly brave pilot, co-pilot, and the crew of U.S. Airways Flight 1549. Many of those who aided in the rescue efforts yesterday were our neighbors from across the other side of the Hudson, New Jersey, and I wanted to make mention of them and give them credit for all their incredible efforts as well. From the Red Cross workers who helped keep people warm, to the emergency service personnel who transported passengers to New Jersey hospitals. One of the reasons that our rescue effort was so successful yesterday is that we were prepared, and we have three of our commissioners here who I wanted to point out: Ray Kelly of the NYPD, Nick Scapetta of the FDNY, and Joe Bruno of the Office of Emergency Management to thank for that. Our emergency response agencies, police, fire, and the Office of Emergency Management routinely conduct simulations and drills to strengthen their disaster capabilities. We also have a very sound command structure that clearly lays out how emergency response agencies should work together, and yesterday I think they did that beautifully. And I'd just like to take the opportunity now to recognize some members of the emergency response teams who really distinguished themselves yesterday and to present them with certificates of honor. All of the training, which nobody pays much attention to when we do it, but when we need it, it has thankfully been done, I think was demonstrated yesterday. If you want to know why our emergency responders work so hard and what they do normally, day in and day out, it's getting ready for those few times, thankfully not that many, but those few times when incredible heroism and cooperation and skills all have to be brought together, and you saw that yesterday. So I'm going to call the names of some of the recipients and give them a certificate. We have fancier ones being printed, which they will get, but at the moment we have a sort of made-up one that just expresses our thanks. We didn't want to have to wait. So from the police department, first, NYPD Sergeant Michael McGinnis. And it even has your name on it, if that worked. Congratulations. Emergency Service Detectives James Cole and John McKenna. I think that should be yours. And, oh, there you are. Detective Sean Mulcahy and Detective Robert Murfield. Okay, just to see you. Take cheese for cameras. All the best. And NYPD scuba divers, Detectives Michael Delaney and Robert Rodriguez. Well, I pointed out yesterday when I saw them, they were in their dry suits. Those were dry suits?
Yes.
All the best. Congratulations. Thank you. Now, from the FDNY Marine Company 1, Captain Richard Johnson. Captain. Pilot Robert Spardaro. Congratulations. Thank you. Marine engineer Pat Assestagar. Did I get that right?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. I have trouble with Bloomberg. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Firefighter John Rizzo. John. And firefighter Tom Sullivan. Tom.
Thank you, Mayor.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, from members of Ladder Company 21, Captain Pat Lawler. Or Paul Lawler. Paul Lawler. Captain. Firefighter Michael Povolny. All the best. Firefighter Brian McLaughlin. And firefighter Stefan Arts. Stefan, congratulations. Then we have EMS personnel, Lieutenant Luis Corrales. Ah, there you are. Congratulations. EMT Terrence Chalderadot. And EMT Ephraim Yahosef. Congratulations. There you go. And from our Office of Emergency Management Planning Specialist, Erin McLachlan. Erin?
Some improvised honors from a grateful New York mayor for the men and women he calls the heroes of the Hudson. New York Mayor Michael Bloombergs saluting some of the first responders, the firefighters, the emergency medical technicians, the people who were part of the dramatic rescue that we all saw unfold on the Hudson yesterday when 155 passengers and crew were brought safely off the U.S. Airways Flight 1549 as it sat sinking in the river off New York City. A dramatic story, a happy ending. I'm Jonathan Mann. Your World Today continues now with Jim Clancy. Stay with us.